The Z Fold 7 is my favorite folding phone of this year. Maybe it will be the best folding phone of the year. Certainly is in the United States. And maybe now's the time to buy one because they've got some great deals over on Samsung. You can get it for $400 off without a trade-in. Bring it to a $1,599. That's without trade-in, which is pretty decent. I've got a affiliate link in the description if you're interested. But also, they're still offering the $1,000 maximum trade-in credit. And if you do carrier financing through Samsung, up to $1,100. So is it worth it? Absolutely. Of course, it's expensive. And it's funny because I was just thinking about this the other day. I got the Galaxy XR, and of course, it's almost the same price. It's like $17.99 or whatever. But I was like, you know what? The Galaxy XR seems so expensive, but then this, it does seem expensive, but at the same time, it's something that I use all the time, or whenever I'm using it, I use it all the time. And a smartphone, to me, still has more applicability and more meaning and more value than a XR headset, which I'll have a video about the XR headset later on. It is very good though, by the way, but I have my thoughts. So the Z Fold 7, it was met with a little bit of turmoil because people were so upset, including me, that there's no S Pen. And after about, I don't know, a week, I basically forgot about it and realized, yeah, I really don't use it that often. The only thing I would rarely ever use my S Pen for would just be navigation. Whenever I had the screen opened up, and I did like doing that. And of course, you can still use a generic stylus for that. But yeah, no S Pen. But other than that, it's been basically all sunshine and bells and whistles. And it is really enjoyable to use. Of course, as the latest and greatest One UI 8, it has the 200 megapixel camera, Snapdragon 8 Elite processor. It's got so many good things going for it. Of course, it's got DeX and all those great things if you care for that. And yeah, it's really good. I've really enjoyed using this. This is, I guess, it's my favorite all-time folding phone now. And you know, from the position I was in when it first came out, I was irked that they took away the S Pen. And then I'm like, okay, well, let me just do everything without the S Pen, and it's still a really good experience. So then I just basically kind of forgot about it. So if you don't care about the S Pen, and I think a lot of people don't because the sales have been incredibly high, I think about 50% higher over the pre-orders and the sales last year, and that continued as the phone has been on sale. So it seems like people really, really like it. So that's why I want to talk about the deal stuff, because I was talking about the S25 Ultra. S25 Ultra had some really good Black Friday, Black Friday, which is still like a week and a half away. But Samsung's been doing some good deals and sales. So I like to tell y'all stuff about this. That way, if you're interested in one, you can save some money, because not everybody wants to buy one as soon as they first come out. People want to wait. They want to kind of see what the reactions are. They want to see what the reviews are. They want to see how it holds up for the first couple of months. They want to see if they can get a good deal without having to trade something in. So yeah, this is the best deal that I think we've seen so far. And like I said, $400 off without trade-in. That drops it to $1,599, which is pretty good because even like the Pixel 10 Pro Fold, they dropped theirs on when it was on sale to $14.99. I think it's back at full price. So it is very good too. I do like the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. But there's just something about this phone. The ergonomics, the size, the thinness. I mean, I have fallen in love with these thin phones this year. I love the S25 Edge. I was skeptical about it. I love the iPhone Air. I was skeptical about it. I love the Z Fold 7. I was skeptical about it. So I've had a lot of skepticism with this whole, okay, let's see what kind of trade-offs we get for a thinner phone. But really, there's not a whole lot of trade-offs here. And it's the same size battery as before. We've still got a 4,400 milliamp battery, which we know that Samsung optimizes really well. So it's going to be better than probably a 4,400 or even a 5,000 milliamp battery from some other phone. So the battery life, I think, is good. It gives me all-day battery. The cameras are good. They're the best they've ever been on a Z Fold phone. It's thinner. It's lighter than ever. And basically, when this thing is folded, it's about the same size as the S25 Ultra. I think it's actually a little thinner and a little lighter, which is insane, because it's effectively the same phone. And I had somebody ask me the other day, because like, oh, should I get rid of my Z Fold 7 for an S25 Ultra? And like, you probably shouldn't. You might regret that one. But hey, ultimately, it's being happy with whatever you carry in your pocket. And there have been some good deals, which makes people think, and they go, okay, well, because the other day the S25 Ultra was on sale for $540 off. You could get the double your storage 512 model for $850, which is just a mind-blowingly insane deal, which is why I had shared it in the video. And so this one, I don't know if I would say it's mind-blowingly great, but it's the best that we've seen. It's also a lot newer phone. The Z Fold 7 came out this summer, as opposed to the S25 Ultra, which came out in January. and we're expecting the S26 Ultra maybe the end of January or February coming up in just 2 months. So you're going to get a better deal on something a little bit farther out. Plus, it's not as expensive as a phone. But I've used a lot of foldable phones this year. I've used the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. I've used the Pixel. I had the Pixel Fold earlier this year, but I ended up giving it to my buddy. And then the Z Fold 6. I had that one. Z Fold 7. The Honor Magic V5, which is also very good. I do think the cameras are just a little bit better in the Honor Magic V5 than they are in this one. Maybe not all of the lenses, but the primary lens. I was able to take some really good pictures with it when I was in London. Very, very, very wonderful, delightful phone, but not available here in the US. So that's one of the things I always go back to when I talk about these phones is, yes, the Honor Magic V5 is a very, very good phone. Even has stylus support, has a bigger battery, has some beautiful, amazing cameras. Not available in the US. So my audience is primarily US. So this is the best foldable phone you can get in the US. Of course, you can get it through carriers. You can get it through AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, which is something that we value here in the United States because not a lot of people buy these things outright. But that's one of the cool things I was telling you at the beginning of the video, because they are offering up to $1,100 with carrier financing for trade-in. That's maximum trade-in, and they're usually more flexible with that. With the $1,000 maximum trade-in, that's probably going to be like an S25 Ultra or a Z Fold 6. There's not a whole lot of phones that will qualify for that. So I always like when I see these big discounts in the non-trade-in prices, I like to talk about them because, yeah, if you had your heart set on getting one of these, and then you can pick it up for a $400 discount, and that's 20% off, that's pretty substantial, especially for a phone that's only been out for like 4 months. So overall, I've been really impressed with the Z Fold 7. Best folding phone that Samsung has ever made. Probably the best overall folding phone that I've ever used. I love the ergonomics. I love the form factor. The screen is bigger, brighter, better than ever. It's thinner than ever. It's lighter than ever. Better cameras than ever. They did so many good things to this phone that made it really attractive. And that's one of the reasons why people went and bought it. Unlike the Z Fold 6 and the Z Fold 5, which were the same phone over and over and over, Z Fold, Samsung, they finally broke the mold and they gave us this better overall phone in so many areas other than just the S Pen, which apparently a lot of people don't use. So I think they are still doing some work from what a Samsung engineer was saying earlier this year that was commented or quoted, that they're working on a better, newer like S Pen, because we had like the S Pen Pro that you could use with other phones before. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe you see an S Pen Pro 2 or maybe a different S Pen that comes out sometime next year. But as of right now, there's no S Pen support for this phone, which is the only downside. Everything else is on the up and up. And as much as people complain about the battery size, the battery lasts all day. Like, it's a good battery. It's a good optimized battery that has great software optimization that takes full advantage of it. Unlike you get some other phones, because everyone was ranting and raving about the OnePlus 15, which has a 7,300 milliamp battery, but it's only getting maybe a little bit better battery life than the iPhone 17 Pro Max, which has barely a 5,000 milliamp battery. So how's that possible? It comes down to optimization, programming, software, and all those different things. So there's a lot of stuff that in software always controls hardware, and it's no different when it comes to batteries. So yes, a very well optimized Samsung 4,400 milliamp battery is going to get you all day battery in pretty much most situations. If you sit there and play Call of Duty for 6 hours straight, you're going to have to plug it in. I'm sorry, but that's just how portable electronics work. But anyway, amazing phone, good deals. Again, I've got a link in the description if you're interested. But I wanted to let y'all know about this one because I love this phone. I really enjoyed using this phone. So if you're interested in it, it's something that'll probably make you happy. So maybe you can save some money. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions, comments, gripes, concerns, complaints, all that stuff, please, of course, go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.